Sometimes, when we're little, it feels like we just can't grow up fast enough. But this is a story all children should hear. Tic-tac-toe. Now the tale can be told. Out in the forest stood a pretty little fir tree.
If that hare jumps over me one more time, Bah! It's just not fair. I hate being so little. And I hate being stuck here.
But this is one of the best spots in the forest, dear. And, oh, so sunny.
And more fresh air than you could shake a twig at. You should count yourself lucky, child.
Yes. We didn't have your advantages when we were growing up, dear.
No, in those days, there wasn't a clearing here at all. Huh?
Wow, what are those?
Little people. No need to whisper, by the way. We've all tried saying hello, even the stones. But they're always too busy to hear us.
Where are they from?
The village, I'd say.
Huh?
It's like a town, only smaller.
Ooh, and is that where big people come from?
Oh, no. Little people are just younger, big people. Some come from villages, some come from towns, and some live like we do in the forest. Except they live in houses.
Huh?
We'll explain it to you when you're bigger.
Ha! One day I'll be big enough to see all this for myself, without having you blocking my view.
Now, child. Some of us live all our lives without seeing the forest for the trees.
Not me. I'm going to grow so huge, I'll look out beyond the forest. Or maybe I'll just uproot myself and go off exploring.
Oh, why can't he just be happy how he is?
Oh, what a pretty little tree. Oh, I hate being little.
Another year passed.
Look! A new cluster of twigs. Ha! Soon the birds will be building nests in my branches.
That means another whole year must have passed. Happy sprouting day, dear.
Yes, happy sprouting day, little fella.
Bah! You lot are always talking down to me. I'm not little anymore. I'm medium-large. Oh! Oh! Oh!
More years went by. But still the fir tree wasn't happy.
What's wrong, child? You haven't spoken a word for days.
What's to say? I'm still not big enough. I'm still stuck here and it's freezing.
You don't know what freezing is, young fella. You should try being an oak or a birch.
Yes, they lose their leafy coats when winter comes.
But keeping my leaves doesn't stop me getting bored, does it? Oh, why does growing up have to take so long?
Ah, there he goes again. wishing his life away.
Oh dear, why can't you just take pleasure in what you have, like we do? The sunshine, the bird song, the pink evening clouds.
Enjoy these times while you can, young fella. For the taller you get, the shorter life seems.
Ugh. And that's supposed to cheer me up? Life's short and so am I. Oh, yes. Here we go. Rub it in, why don't you? Oh? Now that's more like it.
However, in the autumn of the next year,
What's happening?
Now do you see why you should always appreciate what you have, dear?
Like I said, young fella, the taller you are, the further you fall. So make the most of being young and carefree while you still can, eh?
But where are they taking you?
Oh, this happens every few years.
They're going to use us to make things out of.
It's only change. Everything old is turned into something new one way or another.
And this time, it's our turn. So, see you around, little fellow.
Goodbye, dear, and good luck.
This one?
They don't want me. I'm way too little. Yes, I'm teensy weensy.
Nah, maybe next year.
Ooh. Sometimes being little isn't all bad.
Well, how should we know where they took them? Yeah, we've been away all winter.
Hey, brother, I saw some new ships setting out to sea on my way through Cairo. All smelling of fresh-cut pine, they were. Yeah, just like this place.
No, really? What else do you remember, Mr. Stork?
Well, one ship has these two masts. One's kind and full of advice, but the other, he keeps saying they should count themselves lucky they're not telegraph poles.
That sounds like them. Oh, how lucky they are to be masts on a great ship out at sea. By the way, what's a sea?
Oh, listen, brother, I have babies to deliver. I haven't got time to explain all that to you.
Oh. Oh, how I wish I could have gone to sea too. If only I hadn't fooled those people into thinking I was little.
Have you learnt nothing, young fir tree? Take joy in being young.
Yes. Be happy with what you have.
Oh, typical. Now the whole sky is talking down to me. Hey, saplings, I've told you before. Stop that, will you? Oh. Oh, all right. But just remember, when those nice people come to take me away on my adventures this year, you'll have to find your own styles, okay?
but the people didn't take him away that year, or the next. And now, with every inch the fir tree grew, he grew ever more disappointed.
I don't get it. Why haven't they come for me yet?
Why haven't they come for me yet?
Oh, you saplings are really getting on my nerves, you know that?
You saplings are really... Huh?
Ah, rescue at last!
Ooh! Ooh! That tickles!
Hey, wait a moment! What about me? I'm much bigger than they are.
Fir tree! We saw the saplings!
We knew where they went.
Where? Tell me everything.
We were flying through town, and there they all were, in the front windows of the houses.
Oh, but you should have seen how splendid they looked. All with golden stars for crowns.
And decorated with toys and sweets.
Like guests of honor at a party.
Really? And then what happened?
We don't know.
That's all we saw. We are only sparrows.
Oh, those lucky little saplings. That's even better than becoming a ship's mast. How I wish the same could happen to me.
So the fir tree dreamt only of the day he might be taken away from the forest, the sun, and the wind. Until eventually, that day came.
Uh-oh. Not again.
There it is. The special one.
Oh, at last! They've finally come for me!
Time to emigrate.
They think I'm special. I've never been so happy.
Oh.
Cheerio, sun. Bye-bye, wind. See you, sparrows. Now, don't be sad. I'm off to be guest of honor at a party in the town with my very own gold star for a crown. That's what happens when you're special. Bye-bye, forest. Love you all. Bye now.
Oh.
Before long, the fir tree found himself standing in a tub of sand. In the most splendid and colourful place he had ever seen.
Oh, let us see the tree, Mother.
Oh, please, Mother.
Now, children. Not until all the decorations have been hung.
And he was to be the centre of attention.
There. Children, you can come in now.
Yay!
Oh, ha, ha! Splendid work, ladies. Quite easily the most wonderful tree I've ever seen.
That's me? Why, they're right. I am beautiful.
Go on.
Oh, a clockwork nightingale. Box of tin soldiers. Thank you, Mother. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Father.
Hey, I'm over here. Oh, what's the use?
So the fir tree waited for everyone to pay attention to him again, and waited, and waited.
Tell us a story, Father. Yes, a story.
Yes, one about a fir tree, just like me.
Oh, very well then. The story of Humpty Dumpty.
Oh.
Once upon a time, there was a king and an enormous egg.
The fir tree's first ever Christmas came to an end.
Well, this still beats being stuck in that boring old forest. The real celebration of me is probably planned for tomorrow. Yes, that's it, I'm sure. So, what new honors will the morning bring, I wonder?
However, when morning came,
Here they are to cover me in even more sweets and toys, no doubt. Wait! What are you doing? Where are we going? Ow! Ow! Ooh! Ooh! Oh! How could I have offended them? I'm a tree.
the days and nights went by, but the fir tree refused to be downcast.
I know. They're keeping me warm and dry, so they can replant me in the spring. Yes, how thoughtful of them.
And then, yet more days and nights went by.
Oh, if only it weren't so dark and lonely here. I'd even put up with that little hare jumping over me if I could be back in the forest right now.
Cold in here, isn't it? What do you reckon, old Mr. Fir Tree?
I'm not old. Where I'm from, there are lots of trees much older than I am. Well, there were.
Really? So where are you from, Mr. Tree? Yes, tell us everything. Well, where have you been? What have you seen? What do you know?
Oh, I come from the most beautiful place in the whole wide world.
Really? You don't mean the storeroom? Ah, cheese, bacon, and cheese and bacon, sausages, Oh.
No, the forest, where the sun shines and the birds sing.
So the fir tree told the mice all about the days of his youth. Even the hare jumping over him seemed a happy memory now.
Ah! Oh!
Oh, what things you've seen. You must have been very happy there.
Compared with here, yes. Yes, I was.
Where else have you been? More stories, more!
So then he told them all about his Christmas Eve downstairs, when he'd been decorated with toys and sweets and wore a golden star for a crown. And over the next few nights, the mice brought all their friends to hear everything the fir tree had to tell. Even the rats from under the house showed up to see what all the fuss was about.
There, the story of Humpty Dumpty, just as the children's father told it to me.
Yay!
Is that the only actual story you know, Tree?
Well, yes.
Don't you know any about cheese and bacon? You know, a storeroom story.
Well, no.
Right then, we're off.
We found an old sausage peg in the bin and we're going to make soup out of it.
Oh.
Sausage peg soup? Our favourite. Can we have some?
Oh, whatever.
Well, it was nice to have some company while it lasted. How right the old trees were. Enjoy the good times while you can.
At long last, spring came.
Ah, I knew they hadn't forgotten about me. Oh! 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 Where's she taking me? Hope it's somewhere outdoors. Oh, how lovely to feel the wind and sun in my branches again. What's that smell?
Oh, look! Our ugly old Christmas tree still has its star on top.
Oh, they didn't care about me at all. They cut me down and stuck me in the tub of sand just to make their party look nice.
I want it! I saw it first!
And now they're done with me. Well, I learned my lesson.
No! I want it!
But if they don't learn to be happy with all they have, one day there'll be nothing left. I won't be sad. It's only change. Everything old is turned into something new one way or another.
And so, he too was turned into something new. Just like his great aunt, the old fir tree, had said.
Hello there.
That's right. You've turned into smoke.
You can go anywhere now.
Name the place and I'll carry you there. Of course, I should have known.
So his time as a fir tree was past. But he didn't mind. He was too overjoyed to be home again. Snip, snap, snuff. Enough is enough. 25 silver coins. That was John's inheritance after the death of his dear old father. With no reason to stay home any longer, John decided it was time to venture out and see something of the world.
Dad? Is that you?
You see this here princess, son?
Do I ever? She's beautiful.
Well, son, you play your cards right, and you've a fair chance of becoming her husband.
Oh, now I know I'm dreaming. That's my old dad. Always kidding. Oh.
Give me that. Huh? Oi! Huh?
Huh? Hey! Leave him alone, you two.
What's it to you, boy?
The deceased here owed us money, so whatever we find on him is ours. See?
So you mind your own business, boy, or else.
Look, 25 pieces of silver. It's all I've got. Now, please.
Pleasure doing business with ya, boy.
Just leave this poor soul alone, will you? Rest in peace, my friend, whoever you are.
And so, John went on his way, penniless now, but much richer than before, for knowing he had done the right thing.
Huh?
Well, hello there, John.
How do you know my name?
Ah, call it a lucky guess. So, where are we headed to, John? If you don't mind me tagging along, that is.
Well, I'm really not sure you'd want a travelling companion as poor as me, friend.
Poor, you say? And hungry too, I'll warrant.
Huh? Listen, you want to go my way? You be my guest. So what should I call you, friend? Huh?
I'm sure I used to have a name, but do you know? I'll be blowed if I can recall what it is. Dessert?
Oh, yum.
When John was little, his parents had always told him not to talk to strangers. But John was all grown up now, and alone in the world. And there was something about this most peculiar gentleman which made him feel he could trust him.
A beautiful princess. And you're sure it was your father? Well, if it was in a dream, it must be true. Trust me, I know these things.
Oh!
What is it? What's wrong?
My leg. It's broken.
Quick, John, my bag.
Oh! Oh! Gee-wee! What have you got in there?
Thanks, John. Now, let's see what we can do for you, eh? All right. See if you can walk on that now.
Oh. Ah! Amazing! I haven't felt so sprightly in years. Oh, I don't have much, but you must let me repay you somehow. It's our way round these parts.
Well, I never. A funnel. Just what I've always wanted.
That was kind of your friend, pretending to value that old funnel so much.
Who says I was pretending?
Get off the stage! Rubbish! Get off!
Huh? That's her. My princess. Shh. No! Oh, my poor little princess.
Hey, the show wasn't that bad, was it? Oh, kind sir. Couldn't you do something for him too?
I'd gladly give you all my takings in return. And tomorrow's too.
Hang on to your money, Puppet Master. But I do like the look of that sword of yours.
A beautiful swan. Isn't that sad?
I find everything as beautiful and as sad as everything else these days.
What are you doing?
Take this poor swan's wings, for instance. You never know when swan wings might come in handy.
Huh?
Come on. Let's go find you somewhere warm, clean and dry for the night, eh?
For the last time, you can't stay here. You're too weird. And your friend there looks like something the cat dragged in. And then threw out again.
Uh-oh. Here comes the princess.
That's her! The princess in my dream! I'm in love.
This is going to be harder work than I thought. Look, innkeeper, maybe I didn't make myself clear enough earlier.
That will do nicely, sir.
So, innkeeper, why does this princess of yours ride around the city like that?
Why, sir, so all the young men will see her and fall in love with her.
Works for me.
Oh, she's lovely enough to look at, all right. And her father is as good a king as we would ever wish for. But her heart is empty and cold. If you ask me, sir, she's bewitched.
Really? And what makes you think such a thing?
She lures all the young men to their deaths with her beauty.
But she's so lovely. I can't believe she'd ever do anything bad.
That's how she gets away with it. She let any Tom, Dick or Harry propose to her. All they have to do to win her hand is guess 3 times what she's thinking.
And if they guess wrong?
She's the one, so don't try and talk me out of it.
Wouldn't dream of it, John. In fact, it's my duty as your friend to try and help you.
I was wrong. You're not just weird, you're crazy too.
The very next morning, John made his way to the royal palace.
Some peasant by the name of John, sir. Don't mind him. He looks down his nose at me too, and I'm the king. So, John, pleased to meet you. I get so few visitors these days. What with my daughter being so strange and all.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Your Majesty. I'm here to ask for the hand of the princess in marriage.
Oh, no. Not another one. And you seem like such a nice young man, too. Don't do this, John. Please. My daughter isn't like other princesses.
But she can't be that bad, surely.
Do you see?
Oh, don't worry so, Your Majesty. It'll all work out fine in the end. My dad told me so in a dream.
Nobody has ever guessed a single correct answer.
Father?
Oh, darling. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was just telling John here.
So I heard. You know the rules.
I have to guess what you're thinking of 3 times, right?
Oh, we'll only be doing this the once, I assure you. Tomorrow, then.
Ah, she's so lovely. Oh, you should have seen her today. But how am I going to guess what she's thinking of without even so much as a hint? Still, I'm sure it'll all work out for the best.
I'll drink to that, John.
And here's to you, my travelling companion. A fellow couldn't ask for a more trustworthy, faithful, loyal friend.
Sorry, John, but it's for your own good. told you these swan wings had come in handy.
Master.
So, my dear, another young fool thinks to win your hand, eh? Let the answer to your riddle be something in plain sight. Something so simple, he'll never guess it.
Morning, John. Sleep well?
Never better. But you know what? I don't even remember going to bed.
You don't say. Now listen. Last night I had the strangest dream, and it was all about your princess.
Really? See, now you're dreaming about her too. Isn't she great?
She really is one in a million, John. Anyway, I dreamt the answer to her special riddle, and it's in here.
You did? That's marvellous. You see, I told you everything would work itself out, without either of us having to lift a finger.
John, please! It's still not too late to change your mind, you know.
Oh, don't worry, Your Highness. It's all under control.
Oh.
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Too late. Bye-bye, John.
So, out with it. What am I thinking of? Speak.
Well...
Come along now. I haven't got all day.
Well, all I know is the answer might be in here.
I don't know how you did that.
Neither do I. Call it a lucky guess.
Tomorrow it will take more than a lucky guess to save you.
Well, John, one riddle solved, 2 to go.
But what if neither of us dreams of the answer tonight? I would hate to be parted from you, friend.
Now, John, something'll turn up, remember? 2 tomorrow.
And so, the very next morning... That final night, John's travelling companion was even more determined than before to protect his friend.
So, the young fool got it right again. How is he doing this? What's his secret?
Well, if he guesses right this one last time, I'll have to marry him. It's the rules.
Then we'll have to come up with something he can't possibly guess. Let me think. Got it. Now remember, Princess, the answer to the riddle is my head. He'll never get that.
Master.
Excuse me, can I have a word?
Morning came, and with it, the moment of truth.
This is it, my beloved friend. Today I marry my princess, or you and I must be parted once and for all.
Chin up, John. And remember, don't open this until she asks what she's thinking of.
I'm ready, Father.
John?
Ready as I'll ever be, Your Majesty.
So, twice you have somehow cheated death. But this time I doubt your luck can hold. Tell me then, what am I thinking of today?
I have to be honest, Your Highness. I don't rightly know.
Say something, John. Anything. Make a guess.
Take him away.
Look in the bag, Your Majesty. The answer you seek may well be within.
Open the bag!
It couldn't be.
It looks like a troll's head, sir, but made of stone.
Well, the card reads, this should be the head of the troll from the Magic Mountain. And as we all know, trolls turn to stone when they're beheaded.
Princess!
She's going to be all right. The troll's spell over her has been broken.
Father, everybody, can you possibly forgive me for all the bad things I did while I was bewitched?
Of course we can, my dear.
Perhaps I can begin to make amends by inviting you all to our wedding.
You mean...
If you still want to.
Hey, where are you going?
My work here is done, John. It's time for me to move on.
What?
But surely you'll stay for our wedding.
I have seen my beloved friend find the happiness he deserves, Your Majesty. So my debt to him has been repaid.
Debt? What debt?
Remember when you gave away all you had to stop those thieves robbing a dead man in his coffin?
How did you know about that?
Because, John, that man was me.
That was you? But how? No, wait. You can't leave now. How will I manage without you?
Oh, by the looks of things, you'll manage fine, John. Just remember, I'll always be your devoted traveling companion here, John, in your heart.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
After a day like today, nothing surprises me anymore. Come on.
The wedding festivities lasted a whole month, and the people were overjoyed to see John and their princess so very much in love. Emperor's horse was being given golden shoes. And everyone agreed this was a fitting reward for all his loyal service.
Oh.
Everyone except a certain beetle, who also lived in the imperial stables.
Hey, blacksmith! Over here!
Yes, Mr. Beetle.
Where are my golden shoes for all my loyal service?
But, my little friend, golden shoes like these would be too heavy for your little feet.
Huh? What you really mean is I'm not important enough and I'm getting nothing. That's it, isn't it?
Stand up for us, Beetles. We demand our rights.
Well,
Oh.
what's all the excitement? Who's making the noise?
It's your boy again, Mrs. Beetle. He's demanding his rights from the blacksmith.
You see this, Mother? Gold shoes for that jumped-up old mule. And nothing for me.
Well now, isn't that just typical? One law for the small and another for the big. You tell them, dear. Don't you let them get away with it.
I won't, Mother. Just you watch me. Well, blacksmith, what have you got to say for yourself?
I hear what you're saying, Mr. Beetle. But this great warhorse has carried our Emperor in battle. He has saved the Emperor's life so many...
Yes, we know all that. But it's all a matter of opportunity, isn't it?
Eh?
Mother, tell them. When was I ever asked to march with the Emperor into battle?
Never, dear. But if you had been asked, I know you'd have gone. Willingly. And you'd have come back a general, too.
There, you see? I never got the opportunity. I was ignored. Like now, with the golden shoes. It's an outrage! An injustice!
Oh, how dare you laugh at my darling boy? Just because he wants the same rights as that horse.
Sorry, Mrs. Beetle. It's just, well, he's a beetle.
Don't give up, dear. You're every bit as important as they are. Well, to me, anyway.
Huh. Won't get me my golden shoes, though, will it?
Go face facts, brother. In the grand scheme of things, horses come first over us Beetles every time.
Huh? Well, that may be true for you, but I'm worth 10 of those clip-clopping carrot munchers any day, and I'll prove it.
Oh, yeah? How?
By doing what the horse did. I shall go out into the big wide world and come back important.
Oh, right. And how long is that going to take?
I'll be back before that horse has its shoes on, and then I'll show him. I'll show all of you.
Silly insect.
All right, then. Let's bet on it, shall we?
Oh, now, dear. You know I don't approve of gambling.
10 whole dung balls say that when I return, that horse will be beneath me.
That's a fortune!
Especially when it's my entire dung collection you're gambling with.
Don't worry, Mother. When you're sure you're going to win, it isn't actually gambling, is it?
Good stuff, too.
Just breathe in that aroma. Well, are you going to put your dung where your mouths are?
You're on.
Very well. I shall be back before the last shoe goes on that horse.
Oh, son! Son, don't! You can't leave me here all alone.
I'm sorry, Mother, but a beetle's got to do what a beetle's got to do.
He doesn't stand a chance.
Those dung balls are as good as ours already.
Quiet! What would you little crawlers know about bravery? Ignore them, dear. Please. Stay home with me. We'll chew some nice fresh straw.
It's too late for chewing straw, Mother. So, farewell, everyone. I'm off. Who knows? I'll probably come back so important, even the Emperor will have to bow before me. Anyway, must fly.
10 to 1, you never make the window.
Oh, there he goes.
All legs and no wings. away! Whoa!
Oh, my darling son! He's gone!
Whoa! Whoa! Ouch!
A very good day to you, sir. And may I bid you welcome to our fragrant garden.
You call this fragrant? You should smell the manure in the imperial stables. Now that's fragrance.
Oh, is it today I spin my cocoon and go to sleep? Is it? That's the question on my mind.
Listen, there's only one important question, and that's why? Why should the Emperor's warhorse be given golden shoes when I get no honors at all?
Well, good sir, we country folk don't know a lot about, gold.
Or shoes, but honors we do know. I am to be honored myself, quite soon.
You? Who would want to honor you?
Oh, it is a great honor. I will fall asleep in my cocoon, and when I wake up, I'll be a beautiful butterfly and fly away.
Oh, right. Of course you'll be beautiful. You wriggly, snaky little thing, you. Sure, you'll just fly away.
He is very full of himself.
And we were only trying to welcome him to the garden.
Let's leave him alone. Yes, before he says anything else to hurt our feelings.
So sorry.
Rumors of fires at home.
Many children to rescue. Must be off. Sorry.
How rude! Those country peasants didn't bow to me or anything. I'll show them. So, you reckon you can fly, eh? If you want to see flying, then take a look at this. Where's my mother when I need her?
Oh, my poor darling. I do hope he'll be back shortly.
Oh, of course he will, Mrs. Beetle. But at this rate, it'll be long after that horse has all his shoes on.
And then all your dung will be ours.
Well, isn't this splendid, my dear?
Marvellously moist, Frederick. Quite a climate for us, I believe.
Climate? You call this a climate? In the imperial stables, we'd call this clammy and unhealthy, too. Damp can give you chilblains, you know.
We've not been introduced, sir. I gather from your remarks that you have imperial connections?
Well, yes, I should say so. I'm the imperial stable beetle, in the service of the Emperor for longer than a very long time, anyway. And that's why I can't bear to think of what's happened.
Something has happened? Really?
My golden shoes were given to the Emperor's warhorse. Can you believe it?
So, the warhorse has your shoes. But may one ask, what, size shoes do you take?
What's it to you what size I take? Just because you're big, you think you can make us little creatures feel small. Pah! Ignorant country bumpkins.
How rude! I don't care where you're from, Mr. Beetle, but you're not going to make many friends round here with that attitude.
Yes! Be off with you before we, I don't know, eat you or something.
Pah! Eat me indeed! What do you know of life in the Imperial stables? Nothing! No one appreciates me! Ow!
Oh. Oh, dear, oh dear. How long has he been gone?
Long enough for the horse to have his second shoe put on.
Oh, my darling boy, please come home safe. And soon. All my life savings are at stake here.
I just don't understand it. No one out here seems to appreciate me either, even when I tell them where I'm from.
Hello? Is there somebody there?
Aha, here's somebody now. Perhaps if I make more of an effort to pretend they're my equals, they'll make the effort to realize how important I am.
Oh, dearie me, you poor traveller, lost in the pouring rain.
Good day to you, madam. What wet weather you get in this part of the world.
Come in, the rain won't last. Come in and rest yourself.
Ha! It's working already. How very clever I am.
Allow me to introduce my 3 unmarried daughters.
The Imperial Stable Beetle at your service, ladies. Ahem. And may I say, such beauty has not delighted my eyes since I left the court of our great Emperor himself.
You mean you, sir, are acquainted with the Emperor?
Why, certainly, madam. In fact, right now, I am on a secret mission for His Imperial Majesty. Now, ladies. And when I return, I will be honored with a set of golden shoes made by the court jeweler.
Golden shoes? How splendid!
But tell me, good sir, your lovely wife must have shed many a tear when you left the court.
Indeed, no, madam. We secret agents have to be free of family ties.
Excellent! Then you must choose a wife at once, for my 3 daughters are madly in love with you. Isn't that so, girls?
Steady on there, ladies. This is all a bit sudden.
It's simple. All you have to do is propose to whichever of my darlings you like the best.
Propose? But, madam, grateful as I am for your hospitality...
Don't mention it. After all, you'll soon be a member of the family. There's going to be a wedding.
But, madam, under these circumstances, no gentleman would even consider proposing marriage. To such beautiful ladies, unless he was looking his best. So, madam, after my journey in the storm, I need to tidy up. May I use your gentleman's washroom?
Oh.
Oh, no! I wanted to be appreciated and treated as somebody important, but not quite this much. That's it. I'm off. Besides, I've a wager to win. What silly creatures. So much for treating them as equals. Whoa! Huh? Well now, I'm even more amazing than I thought. This looks like Africa. Has any beetle ever traveled so far? After such a journey, yes. I deserve a little nap. Still plenty of time to win my bet.
Mrs. Beetle might as well hand over those dung balls now. He's never coming back.
But I don't understand it. Ooh, what could possibly be keeping him? Whoa!
Maybe it's taking them a while to fit his golden shoes.
Shoe number 3, boys. Another little while and we'll be rolling in dung.
The beetle, meanwhile, was hard at work, dreaming of great glories.
Gotcha!
Hey! Let me go, you big bully!
Excellent. A big fat one. Just what I need for my ship. And just in case you're thinking of flying away... Now hold steady, Skipper. And I'll put you on the bridge of your new command.
Not so tight! You're strangling me!
There. Tight enough to keep you in place, but loose enough to let you wave goodbye.
Leave me! I was never meant to go to sea! The Emperor's looking for me!
Eric, dinner's ready.
Coming, Mother. Ah!
Eric, I'm giving your dinner to the dog.
Oh, typical. All that time it took to make, and I can't even follow it down the bank. Ugh, never mind. Fish pie, my favourite.
Oh, you wicked child! I hope your mother feeds you to the dog. This is all that war horse's fault. If only he hadn't stolen my golden shoes.
When that shoe's finished, all his dung will be ours.
Oh, please come home soon, my poor little darling. Good day, sir. Isn't this a splendid day to be on the water?
I've seen better. I have you know, I was once head beetle in the Imperial stable.
Ah, yes. Well, that's what happens if you let yourself get too tied down.
Come back! Help me! Oh, if only you knew. I'm a great explorer and a much greater hero than that rotten war horse. But now, I'm marooned on the wild ocean without anyone to save me. And those other stable beetles are probably moving in on my mother's dung collection even as I speak. Things couldn't possibly be worse. Oh no! Things just got worse! A giant waterfall! Wait. One last hope. Maybe my special powers of being able to eat straw will save me. Free! I'm free! Except for my wings! No, not again!
Oh, that horrible boy upstream. He's always tying up helpless little creatures and floating them down here.
I'm still here, and I'm still me.
There you go, little beetle. Fly away free, if you still can. And you stay away from that Eric, whatever you do.
Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Yes, I'm indestructible! The beetle no one can beat! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, careful though, beetle! Escaping that boat may have turned out a breeze, but this breeze is more of a crosswind. I might as well stop wasting my precious energy and just see where I end up.
Miserable insects!
My poor beetle is out there in terrible danger, and all you horrible little creatures can think about is my dung ball.
Where am I? Huh? I'm back in the Imperial stables. With the horse beneath me. Mother! Mother! I'm here! Cooey!
Huh?
I knew it! I knew the Emperor never meant to insult me. The golden shoes were for me all along.
Huh?
Oh, my baby!
Oh, no! He's on top of the horse!
And he made it back before the last shoe went on.
The Emperor gave the horse the golden shoes because I am to ride him. The honor was all mine. Ha ha! Mine!
And look how important he is. He's riding the Emperor's horse.
They put the golden shoes on the horse so I wouldn't wear myself out walking around on my own special legs. Woohoo! That's it, horse. You carry me around, for I'm the master now. Ha ha! Look, Mother, the horse is beneath me.
Well done, darling. I knew you could do it.
Ha ha! Look, all you other beetles. I won the bet. Ha ha! That's 10 dung balls you all owe me.
Oh, it'll take us forever to scrape up that much.
And we'll never hear the end of it.
10 whole dung balls. I'm rich. No!
That's if he ever escapes from under there.
Now that's what I call letting things get on top of you.
Shouldn't we tell his mother?
Well, I'm so proud my beetle's finally moved up in the world where he belongs.
Nah, let's not spoil the moment for her.
Hey! Who put the lights out? What's going on? Do you realize who I am? Bah! When the Emperor finds out about this, there'll be no end of trouble.
So, the little beetle had set out in search of the recognition he thought he deserved. But I don't think he ever guessed just how close he would finally be to his beloved Emperor.
Let me out of here!
What is that squeaky noise? Is it the saddle leather? No! Really, we distinctly hear squeaking!
So, if all you ever dream of is being big and important, and sitting on your high horse, beware. Someone even bigger and higher up might just sit on you. Snip, snap, snuff. And enough is enough.